Hey guys, this is Woody, the Unexceptional Gamer, bringing you a game of Civilization Revolution. So FPS Kyle finally stopped dodging my
Oh
challenges.
my God, are you still going with that story?
You know it's true. This is genuinely true. Here, let me tell you what actually happened. I challenged him probably 3 times, and each time he was like, "No,
Oh
no, no,
my
I'm playing some other
God.
game." Honestly, these are genuine excuses. I'm watching the X-Files because I'm flawless at the X-Files. I've never died or lost once. He said that. And he has said, I'm watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer instead of playing me in
I said
SivRep.
those things. No, I said those things when you wanted me to play Modern Warfare 2.
No,
Now,
no, no,
yes, yes.
no,
Well, I think
no.
everybody's going to be able to see by the gameplay that I have no problem accepting anyone's challenge for Civilization Revolution anytime.
You know, I think people will see the gameplay for what it is. And let's talk about Civilization Revolution for a little bit. So this is a strategy game. It's turn-based. And what you do is you choose a civilization, and different civilizations have different advantages. Like if you're American, later in the game it really helps off because your factories produce more, and I think your money earns interest a little faster. If you're Japanese, then you can immediately start getting production out of sea tiles. The whole thing, it doesn't look like a grid, but all these little tiles are dressed up in grids. And I think if you're Spanish, you get a ship right away. So different civilizations have different advantages. And we both chose Aztec to take advantage of a particular glitch in the game. What's the glitch called, Kyle?
The Horseman Rush.
The Horseman Rush. So
Yeah,
what
that's
you
the
do
technique.
is you plant a city, and I don't know if you guys noticed his city there, but he kind of was fortunate, and his city like produces science at an insane rate. But anyway,
What? I set it up that way.
I did too. My city is set to maximize science, and look at
Yeah.
this, I've got like nothing. But either way, we both plan on going for the Horseman Rush to take out the other guy. And as much trash as I talked, I'm not really an expert Civilization player. And but I did know about the Horseman Rush, and I had done a little like Googling to prepare myself for this game against Kyle. It was my first online multiplayer game ever. I just play AI. And normally the games last a pretty long time. You know,
Yeah.
the idea was we were going to show the last 10 minutes. Go ahead, Kyle.
What would you say, like, would be the average length of a multiplayer Civilization Revolution game?
It depends. So, you know, I mostly play the AI, and they go, say, 2 or 3 hours. But a lot of times I've got kids involved, and they take a long time to make their decisions. You know, I bet it could go quicker. But they can last as long as, like, 5, would you say?
Yeah, I've had some go like I've had some go 5 hours before when it was like four of us playing against each other. You know, like
Hmm.
one. It's like a free for all with four people,
But
and those can go for hours and hours and hours.
the Aztecs start with gold, and you can use gold to rush production of something. And
Yeah,
so what we do is we both set up our cities, maximize them to research, to produce some science. And the idea is to get a horseman, and then take that horseman, get it to the other guy's city before it's ready to go, and and you know win the game. So that's the idea.
yeah. Normally you would try to get three horsemen so you like build, so you've got an army because if you had left a warrior in your city and set it on defense, I couldn't have taken your city because the warrior when it's set on defense and it's had time to get set up, which only takes like one turn, has like a defense of like I don't know, two I think, and one horseman only has an attack of like 1 or 1.5. So
Yeah.
usually you've got to wait till you've got the full horseman army, but I sensed weakness, so
uh,
I sent my one horseman in.
bastard. So, um, yeah. So what to say here? I think what's going on the screen now is coming soon. Where Kyle, Kyle's asking for my forgiveness. He's begging me not to go to
No,
war with him.
that's not what is going on.
Uh-huh. That's how I see it.
No,
And I
our two
say,
warriors
hell no,
met.
sissy boy. I'm ready to throw down.
Our two warriors met in the middle of the map,
Hmm.
and the game gives you a choice. It says like, have peace with this person or no, have war. So I was like, yeah, have peace. It's like 30 seconds into the game. Why would we go to war now? But
Pussy.
Woody wants to go like Hitler on my ass. I don't even know. But like, so he's like instantly just wants to go into battle, and well, you can see what happens.
Yeah.
I had
So
to have troop.
I didn't even realize it. So different uh, types of things. Like later in the game, you'll have riflemen, you'll have cannons, artillery, planes, etc. And and they're not always the same on attack and defense. So I didn't even realize that these warriors were better at, I guess, defending than attacking. So what happened was I said no, and then Kyle got the opportunity to attack. And I think it was 1.5 versus 1, which, let's see if I get the math right here. I guess it means he has about a 70% chance of winning. I'm just estimating it. And there it is. It went down. I was excited briefly. It happened already, but I had 2 guys and he had 1, and I'm like, oh, is that one guy really going to take out both of mine? Yes, indeed, he is. And,
yes, he is. That was the Chuck Norris from my army.
Yeah, the Chuck Norris was, yes. Darn him. So there he is, and now he just sort of, rushes his guys over into my city, and that's the end of that. But I am glad that that you stopped running in fear, that you eventually did face me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it went down like that.
Wow. All right, if that's how we're gonna phrase it,
I don't
because
know.
I'm obviously.
How else would you phrase it?
I would phrase it as you asked me about a month ago if I had Civilization Revolution, and I wanted to play you sometime, and I said, yeah, I do. And then you're like, are you any good at it? And I'm like, well, I'm a Grand Master. I'm the Bobby Fischer of Civrev. So.
I remember
and you're like,
that.
Never mind.
No. How many challenges? Be honest. How many challenges did you turn down?
0. You've never asked.
You were raised by car salesmen. My lord.
Like, now you're starting to convince me. I'm like thinking back, like, did he ask me?
Yes, I genuinely did multiple times. No, it was on Skype. Like, I didn't actually send you from game invites, but on Skype multiple times I asked you to play this game against me, and multiple times you literally told me that you were busy watching television shows and things like that.
I'm pretty sure you're thinking about Modern Warfare 2, because if you'd asked, because I will jump at the opportunity to play Civrev, because nobody really plays it.
I'm pretty sure you need to kick your drug habit, because that is how it went down.
That's not how I remember it, my friend. Tell you what I do remember well. I remember the outcome. Of,
the outcome's fuzzy for me, though. I don't remember.
Well, luckily we have it right there on HD video from multiple angles and perspectives.
Very good, very good. So, have you played a lot of this online?
Not lately, but like when I first got the game, basically it was like the demo came out, the demo came out on the Xbox Live, and you could download it for free. And a friend and I basically downloaded the demo, and we started playing it over and over and over, because you can only play it for like the first 20 or 25 turns. So I got really, really good at the first 20 or 25 turns of the game, and like maximizing what you could do. Your average player in the first 20 or 25 turns would have like catapults maybe, but I got to the point where I would have like riflemen and airplanes and stuff in 20 or 25 turns.
Airplanes?
So when the game came,
in 20 or 25 turns?
Yeah.
So what time period would this be? Would you have airplanes in like BC?
No, that's the thing about it. Like realistically, like the people in that time frame are still like medieval times, swords and horses, but thanks to my great and powerful leadership, I've mastered the technology of flight.
Yeah, so you've got like fighter bombers buzzing around, and Jesus
exactly.
was born at the time.
Exactly. So there's these barbarian villages, which are literally these little pygmy
they use blow darts and stuff like that. Using
blow guns, and I'm hitting them with like P-51 Mustangs. They don't know what's going on. They think and they still shoot the blow darts at the planes, and sometimes they take them down, which is absolutely retarded.
Yeah, I've seen that too. Yeah, like I've had against the AI times where I have planes or bombers or something like that, and people take out a plane with a sword, and I think, really? That doesn't seem right.
Yeah. There's also a nuke in this game, and you only get one. It's just like Modern Warfare 2. You can only use it once, and you can only build one. And I actually used a nuke on a barbarian village one time.
There's some cost to you though. Like that was probably a bad strategic move, because like your culture gets wiped out and your cities become vulnerable to being taken over by other cultures.
But it's just like a game of Call of Duty 4. People are like, oh, you shouldn't do that. You're kind of vulnerable. They're really like, no, we're not gonna lose. It's usually when I'm playing, it's like the culture doesn't matter at all for me, because like, I mean, yeah, you get the great people, but I'm usually stealing the other guy's great people left and right anyway. I like to have one city that does nothing but like build spies, and I'll have like 10. I'll send spy after spy. I destroyed a city with spies one time. I just kept sending them in, sent like 20 spies in back to back to back, and it was just like destroying destroying buildings and stealing gold. And
That's funny because I play the AI where it's less competitive, and I'm all about the culture. Like I want to win on every front. You know, we're like, this city needs a temple. Let's cheer these guys up. We don't want them to be sad or discontent. And like I care about the stupid AI.
Yeah, I mean, I'll build that stuff. You know, the temple, because especially like with the Aztecs, which is what I usually use, like that boosts your science. Temples actually give you like 3 science per turn, I think. And
Hey man, we're out of time, but thanks for facing your fears and coming at it.
my God. Yep. Thanks for giving me the opportunity, Woody.